We're back. Footsteps echo, old gate screams, static on the sign that reads Halloween horror films. Toll well tolling, breath runs cold. Something in the dark wants a soul.
Hello everyone and welcome back finally to a Halloween Horror Events podcast. We have been away for a little bit longer than we expected, but we are back tonight to let you know about the first Halloween Horror Nights house that has been officially announced from MegaCon for Halloween Horror Nights 35. So, if you are watching this, listening to this, do whatever you do, please follow us on all our socials at HHE Pod and at HHE Pod 1 on TikTok. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like, comment and subscribe. It's completely free. And you just seen the new intro that Phil has set up. So, speaking of Phil, he is here. He's here. He's changed it again. He's making my mind go bang.
I've kept the art. I've kept our Halloween... Well,
yeah, you kept the icons. Months. Speaking of things about icons, that's part of the show. But, yeah, you kept the icons, but you changed it again. Again.
The old one was shit.
Well, pick one.
AI. Listen, people.
Pick a left, pick a right, pick a lane, pick everything you want.
Our new song is AI, and it's good, it fits, and I even got Jack to speak on it. That's how good I am. I didn't nick him recording, saying something, and just add it on. Jack spoke for us.
Anyway.
We're back.
Yes, folks, we're back. How you doing, buddy? It's been a while.
Oh, let's see, people. I've been away for my reasons. Unfortunately, some of you would have known of Ace. He passed away in February, then 2 weeks later, my mum's dog passed away. He was 14, my dog was 16. It was pretty hard for me. The good news to me right now, and then before that, I went to Tenerife, so there was no recording there. Simon will explain his stuff in a minute why he's been away. I also have some good news, though. I have a new dog. He's a Doberman. He's 10 weeks old, and his name's Diesel. If you want to check him out, I haven't done this for a long time. It's not Epic Film, because everyone should know that one by now. But Diesel World G on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Go and check it out. Shorts every day of the cutest Doberman on the planet.
It was about 3 minutes before his first plug. I think that's a new record. Anyway, yeah, folks, I'm currently injured at the moment. I need a full hip replacement. I won't go into too many details. Things have happened. My hip's decided to go and break itself. So, yeah, I'm just waiting for a full hip replacement. So things, content-wise, are slow and steady for me. So I've just got to take things easy. Currently changing things around at work and stuff. So other than that, we're good to go. So, folks, yeah, this is... Just give me a second. That's better. I was massively out of focus.
I noticed on my straw earlier, I still had the virtual background on, so I've just turned that off.
No, I don't have a virtual background. I was completely out of focus. So if you're watching this on YouTube, sorry, folks, you can now see my lovely complexion now. Anyway, so folks, you are here. You're not here to listen to us rabbit on about.
Actually,
bullshit.
I love having a good rabbit. I hear other podcasts do it, and I think
a good rabbit.
Parts. Good rabbit. Talking about while we're recording this. If any Arsenal fans, Craig Willicks from Scotland, you little wee Craig Willicks. Blue Moon, Man City stuffed you up. Anyway, we're not here for soccer for you Americans. We're here horror nights.
Yeah. So if you're living under a rock, where have you been? That's where we've been hiding. But we're back. We have been given our first announcement for Halloween Horror Nights 35. What are you giggling at?
I just thought, we're back. 2 icons of Halloween horror events are back. Get it?
Yeah, I do. So, yeah, if you don't want to know, MegaCon, we got our first house, which is Jack and Dr Oddfellow, Chaos and Control.
We're back.
That is the full title. yeah, we're getting two icons. The Ringmasters of Fear are back. If you went and listened to my show when I mentioned about this house coming out when we first announced and got wind of it from Megacon, and I went and said, listen to the show to find out what my thoughts are. Here are my thoughts. I don't think Dr. Oddfellow and Jack should be together. My personal opinion, mainly because of the original story of Jack. I know it has evolved and things do change. But if you want to know the full Mike Aiello story, we will stick that in here. So it gives you a little bit of an from what actual Mike Aiello has said and the story behind what is coming. And then after this has been rolled through, I'll let you know my little bits and bats.
It all begins with Dr. Oddfellow, a powerful occultist who used a traveling circus as a cover to harness dark supernatural forces tied to the Zodiac. Everything he built was rooted in control, from the performers he manipulated to the rituals he carried out behind the scenes. The carnival wasn't UST entertainment, it was a machine designed to channel fear and sacrifice into power. Then there's Jack. Jack started as a killer who turned himself into a clown, using performance as a way to get close to his victims. When he ironed Oddfellow's carnival, the two became part of the same system, but for very different reasons. Oddfellow saw the circus as a tool for precision and purpose, while Jack turned it into something unpredictable, using it as a stage for increasingly chaotic and theatrical violence. As Jack's behavior grew more dangerous and drew attention, Oddfellow decided to eliminate the problem. He killed Jack and sealed him inside a box, believing he had contained the chaos for good. Clawing Oddfellow's face just before he was entombed, Jack became fueled by the dark energy surrounding the carnival and the power of the Cane of Souls. Jack returned as something no longer human. He broke free, killed Oddfellow, and took control of the circus, reshaping it into the Carnival of Carnage, a nightmare fueled by fear, spectacle, and blood. But Oddfellow didn't stay dead. Because of the power he had been building, his essence was pulled into the realm of the Zodiac, where he finally took full control of the forces that had once influenced him. When he returned, he was transformed as well, no longer as a man, but something far more powerful, wielding what had become the Dark Zodiac. Now, both of them exist, bound to the same power and the same world. Jack embodies chaos, turning everything into performance and destruction, while Oddfellow represents control, manipulating events and bending reality to his will. They are opposing forces, but they are also connected. Neither of them would exist in this form without the other. That dynamic is where our haunted house begins. Guests step into the story at the moment it all started. Inside the box and into the Oddverse, Dr. Oddfellow's domain. It's here they experience Jack's origin as it is being narrated by Oddfellow himself, watching his rise from human killer to something far more dangerous within the carnival. But Jack refuses to stop contained, even within his own store. He interrupts the narration, takes control, and what begins as a retelling quickly becomes a confrontation. As guests move through the house, they are caught inside a battle between chaos and control, as Jack and Oddfellow fight for dominance over the same space, the same story, and ultimately the same power. As the conflict builds, both come to a realization. Divided, their power is limited. But together, their ability to generate fear becomes something far greater. By the climax, they make a choice that is far more dangerous than continuing to fight. They unite, not in peace, but in purpose. Their alliance creates something interreled new, an infernal carnival. A living engine of horror powered by fear itself. Every nightmare within it exists to feed that system, drawing energy from every scream and every moment of terror. This isn't just a place that was built. It's something that was summoned, born from ritual, chaos, and control combined. And once you step inside, you're no longer just witnessing the story. You're part of what keeps it alive. Because this rivalry, and the uneasy alliance that grows from it, is where Halloween Horror Nights 2026 lives for our 35th anniversary. Two of the event's most iconic figures, Jack the Clown and Dr. Oddfellow, finally come together to unleash their infernal carnival of nightmares. Within this decrepit carnival, fear is on full display. Twisted attractions, familiar horrors reborn. And interrail new nightmares of unimaginable scale take over, each one feeding the engine they've created. This is where our legacy lives and evolves, built on a everything that has come before while pushing into something unique and dangerous. The Infernal Carnival of Nightmares.
So there you go, folks. He's completed his own little world. He's been drawn into...
I think the actual house name is obviously the Infernal Carnival of Nightmares. Now, if you listen to other podcasts, you know what that stands for. Mm. Just do the first, the I, the C, the O, and the N. It was a big giveaway. Yeah,
but like saying, you've just heard, or you will hear it now about from what Mike Aiello has said. Phil's tried something new with it.
Our AI.
We're not reading. We're not reading that. Or it's a bit of a long-winded one. But what I will tell you is the story I knew from Jack, and this is a story I've always known, and it does evolved a little bit. But what it is, if you know the full story, Jack was a clown working in a thing, and he murdered children. I know people say he is a murderer, but I'll say he actually killed children, and he hid them in the ghost ride of Dr. Oddfellow's carnival. When the police were looking for Jack, and they actually did find him, he went to Oddfellow and asked him for help. Oddfellow was despised and despicable and horrified at the things that Jack had done. So he killed Jack in a jack-in-a-box, trapped him up inside that box, and then left him in the carnival. And then years later, blah, 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 the carnival had been sold, Dr. Oddfellow moved on, blah, 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 blah. The thing was found again, the old carnival, the old ghost train ride, and the jack-in-a-box was still there. Thing found by a BBC TV crew, supposedly, looking at old rides in the Louisiana South or wherever somewhere. And then, obviously, Jack jumped out of the box, all mangled up, dead, and then all of a sudden, slowly, all these guys started to die. Yeah, a bit like the Mummy kind of thing. So Jack gets his powers back. And then, moving on to the next time Jack arrived, he had found Dr. Oddfellow, killed him, and took his jacket and his cane. And then that, for me, was the end of Dr. Oddfellow. But then he comes back in Halloween Horror Nights 32, where it turns out that Dr. Oddfellow is now a time traveller. He's moved around and got different things.
He's a doctor.
Which, that makes sense. But for me, Dr. Oddfellow was killed by Jack, and now in this house, from what we're seeing, this is where I'm sort of long-winded way of getting around to it. What we're going to see is the fight between Jack and Dr. Oddfellow, realising neither of them can win, so now they're going to join forces to kill us all. That's the short end of it for me. But for me, I don't know if Jack should be with Dr. Oddfellow. I wish they had two separate houses and then built up together. But
I have a theory.
I don't know.
I have a theory. At the end, there's going to be two tunnels. You choose which side of each other. And even though towards the end of the house they're working with each other, this is Jack and Dr. Oddfellow. They're going to trade with each other. You go the Oddfellow way, he kills off Jack. You go the Jack way, he kills off Dr. Oddfellow. I think that's what's coming.
Well, from what I'm saying, I don't think they are going to kill each other off. I think that is what it is. We're going to see the fight between them where Dr. Oddfellow kills Jack. And then Jack kills Oddfellow, and then the back and forth, and then they realise they can't beat each other, so they join forces to attack us. And I personally think it's they're controlling the other icons between them now.
Well, I know we're getting many forms of Jack, even ones that have never been used, and we're getting his human form. What's his name properly? I know it's
Jack Schmidt.
That's it.
Jack Schmidt.
So that is him coming his human form. That form doesn't actually really interest me. I'm interested in the ones they've designed before, but they've never used. I think it's going to be really interesting. This has got a Terrifier vibe to it as well, with the different vibes mixed in with, what was it last year? Friday the 13th. It's all mixed together, sort of mixing things together. I think it's going to be a brilliant house, because what's his face who's making it is one of the best people to make houses, isn't he? I can't remember his name. I'm so bad with names.
That was great.
That's the one. He's a genius on house making, and he's so excited. Tells me there's something really amazing.
If you need to go and watch the panel, I watched
MegaCon.
MegaCon. Yeah, I was from Haunt Scene. From my friend over there, he was one of the first ones to put it on. So I watched it from there. There is some other angles and some different other content creators, but Haunt Scene is one of the main guys who does all the stuff in Orlando and around the Florida area. So give him some love. Give him a bit of love for his video. But yeah, it's a good introduction to the
Stay
event.
and Scream podcast? Give them some love.
Yeah, I think they do. Did they?
They were posting a hell
Have they put those
of a
on
lot of
now?
stuff. I don't know if they put their video up, but yesterday on X they were posting so well, and I just thought to myself, got to give them a little shout out. We're quite friendly with them as well, so it's always nice. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't know that. I knew
Scream.
they were saying they were doing something, but I didn't realise they actually put the video on now.
And
So
if you're
it's
wondering
all
who they
good.
are, they used to be the RIP Tour podcast, so they are now Stay and Scream. So they've started up again. If you love them, go and find them. They are brilliant.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on this house then? Properly, are you hyped for it? Are you?
It's not the house I'm hyped for. I'm wondering if they're going to do anything with the two characters like they did with Terrifier Art the Clown last year around the park. Because if you split between two characters, it'll be okay because there won't be as many people playing the characters because you've got two different characters. If you did one of them, that's a lot of people to do a talking characters. But I feel like it could work.
The one thing I would say they might have an area. I don't think they'll be roaming. Terrifier, Art the Clown was
so good.
Yeah, but Art the Clown was literally bombarded at some point. And the lore for Jack and Dr Oddfellow, I think, is more than Art the Clown, personally. So I think, because especially Halloween Horror Nights fans, I think they just won't be able to do it. I think they might give him a little stage. If we get a Carnival of Carnage show and Dr Oddfellow show that he had and mix them two together and we have a stage somewhere, that'd be fantastic.
Like every 40 minutes coming on stage, something like that.
Well, Carnival of Carnage was every hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I thought you had to be something like
but
that.
the problem is where that was, it was in the big area outside Mel's where they're having the show and they've got that corner where it's all bad. Whether they could actually put something somewhere. The only place I can think of that would be able to do it would be in New York area because they've actually flattened all that, so they could easily put a stage further back. No, I'm talking about New York, as in New York near Jimmy Fallon.
I said they can't do Cat Lady area because that house, as good as it was so much in the way, congested.
Yeah, it's a
too
bottleneck. I think they've learned from that, hopefully. But if they could do like a Carnival of Carnage with, well, what could they call it? Carnival of Chaos. There you go. This stuff writes itself. But yeah, I think we need a bit more of a show because just having a Lagoon show and possibly them Nightmare Fuel people coming back again. Because it doesn't look like they're coming back.
If they did the Jack Oddfellow show, I'd go and watch that.
Yeah.
But I mean, how much can you do the same thing of? I'm sorry, Ash, mate, but how many times can you do the same thing of acrobats, fire, dancing, shorter story and nightmares? It doesn't matter if you change the story slightly; it's still the same bloody thing every year.
The thing is, we're not the demographic that they were aiming for,
Ashes.
are they? Well,
Ashes, he loves it.
Yeah, well, that's definitely not my cup of tea. But speaking of cup of tea, I've just had one. But yeah, if they come back, that's one show. We get the Lagoon show back. This could be potentially turning into a very, very good event, especially for you because you've never seen Jack, have you? In person.
I started going 26, and obviously the time he came after that, the Cavid was happening at the time. Lagoon show, it's a very strange show to me. That the things they've got to do with that show, mate.
The problem is they went up here with mods. What was it bloody called? Oh man, God.
Everyone remembers the classic two. The first two are the best, and then it got.
It was up there.
It just got.
It
got stranger. It got stranger after that for me.
They just can't reach that pinnacle again. Marathon and Mayhem, that's the one. Yeah. I knew it would come back to me. But yeah, we're not gonna. If we get. Well, we had Ghostbusters. That was a bit strange as well. Yeah. We'll see what comes in if they do a Lagoon show.
I just things need to be messed about with. Like,
what
maybe
we'll
put drones in
do is,
it.
we do have a spec map from Hollowed Out Horror. I brought out their version 1 spec map. I can never say their title. I do apologise. What we'll do, we'll put that in another episode. We'll just give it its due because it's the first one. What he thinks and what everyone's talking about is coming. But we won't go into too many details on here because this is about the first official announcement for Halloween Horror Nights. So Halloween Horror Nights will be running from August the 28th till November the 1st, I think, on select nights.
Don't ask me, I only get about September.
Well, yeah. But yeah, we've got one house. We're rumoured to be getting 10 again. 2 shows. And yeah, that's what it is up to now. So what do you guys... We do get a couple of people mentioning. I'll bring them up now.
I'm actually worried. While you're doing that, I'm a bit worried this year, people. Not only have we lost a major ride for a second year in a row, RIP to the Rocket, like that, we've also lost a very important bar restaurant this year.
We have, but I did notice that was not very busy last year because they had a lot more. Yeah. They had a lot more bars around. Speaking of bars, if you are round about our age or Phil's age, take your ID because there is some staff members who will ask you for ID even though you look about 70.
Thanks.
Well, you got stopped.
Well, it's true. This did happen last year. This obnoxious twit stopped me and we went to another bar.
Well, it was actually, what it is, I saw him when we went to Mardi Gras and he was at one of the Bloody Mary booths and I went to Julie and says, we're not going there for a drink because you've not got no ID. And I just walked off and laughed.
I get it. When
you know
you're
the crazy
young,
thing was?
looking.
Well, the crazy thing was, Julie was looking at the menu and he actually went and said, oh yeah, it's challenge 25. Well, just make sure you've got your ID with you. He even said it when she was just looking at the menu. I'm like, dude, she's 50.
double the age, mate. Give me a double shot for that. I just think he's one of them, mate. I'm going to say it because everyone likes to bumble it. That is called what we call in the UK a job's worth.
Well, I hate that
challenge
word.
25. Challenge 25, not challenge 45.
Yeah. So here we go. We got a couple of comments from Mr. Willocks. He loves commenting on all that stuff, doesn't he? He's another one who's never experienced Jack at the event, so he's really looking forward to this house. With the description from Mike Halo and the confirmation that this is in a soundstage, I'm expecting big things, especially as it's another Dalen Keeloff designed house. Dalen, yeah. So Craig Willocks is looking forward to it. And then we have Mr. Lucas, our good friend over at, what is their show called? I can't bloody remember.
Should we just say Diz After Dark for now?
Yeah.
Because that is their main show.
He has put, after seeing Jack and going through the house and watching his stage show with his friend Stuart back in the day, HHN 25, I think, is still on the fence. Well, you're right, it was HHN 25. He's still on the fence. Is Jack the same actor as historically it was? Well, you've answered that and that's now no. His lore has changed.
I think you're saying, is it the same actor playing the role?
Well, from the promo, it is James Keaton. He's done, but whether he'll be the one who's in the parks, I doubt it, because he is getting on a bit
First
now.
First night he will be.
Oh, he'll be the one who does all the promo and all the stuff.
The open ceremony.
Yeah, well, whether they could do it every night or not, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the first night he'll definitely be doing it, and probably the last night.
Well, I don't know if they do the ceremony on there because what they do, they always do that VIP for the content creators, and usually the main icons appear there and don't do the ceremony. They both happen at the same time. Sorry?
You know when we do the 6 hours tour, why don't they give us a couple of people dressed up for the day to have photos with when we're on our lunch break part?
Don't forget, it's a long day, mate. Because a lot of these scare actors,
Buttercup.
Yeah, but a lot of these scare actors do it as extra work on top of the job that they're doing during the day.
Well, give us some models then. Give us some wax-made models.
Yeah. Anyway, so carrying on with what we were saying, he says, did he create Jack? It's not enough for you to get back to the event. A certain IP if it does get announced, he'll be there because Grace wants to go there because he's seen the other two. Yeah, but he's also seen the other two houses, and he would love them to come back. Jack and his own story could have been a TV show on the streaming platform. That I agree with. And I'm set up with the whole backstory. Would be amazing. I think there's enough lore in there for a movie now. Do a mini series for all the icons and how they all interlink with each other, and then do a massive what should we call it? HHN verse.
Horrorverse.
Well, you can't say horror because it's not full blown horror, is it? But HHN verse.
I don't know if it would work with all of them personally, mate.
I'd say like a mini-sode of each one for bringing them all together, and then Jack doing his own movie. Especially the director will have a very good story, because his backstory is a bit sick and disturbing. But we'll go into that another time.
Yes, Jack, I can't wait to see him. I'm not going to lie. I will have the biggest smile on my face. I would have pins and needles on my arms. I could even have them in my head if I wanted them. I'd be that excited about it.
Okay. Anyway, so I think we've extinguished all the points that we need to make on this one. So if you could do us a massive favour, folks, if you are listening all the way through to this, please follow us on our socials, at HHEPod, at HHEPod1 on TikTok. We are on YouTube. If you're watching this, please like it, hype, comment, subscribe. It is all completely free. We don't charge you for a single penny for any of our content we create, and it would be very much appreciated.
Sorry, people, you keep on seeing me shaking. I've got a twitch and it's bad tonight. Yeah.
Anything from you, Phil? Do you want to plug your YouTube channel?
I would never plug anything called Epic Phil Travels on YouTube, where I go to Tenerife and Orlando, Florida, or Epic Phil on every other platform, especially TikTok as well. And don't forget Diesel World. Go and check out my dog, the little Dobie, and it's Diesel World G if you find it like that. You'll love him. So do it. Do it now. Now.
So, with that, folks, we will see you in the next episode. Because the other host who's not here and we shall not be named, from me...
He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. I'll say, I know you've quit.
Yeah, so I'm just going to say sweet screams. Happy. I'm going to take his...
But see you in your nightmares and stay epic.
Yeah.
Dark again. Horror events. Every story has a bloody